Hi everyone, Lorna McGee here with the Whitby Chamber of Commerce, and I'm happy to be joined by Stephanie Herrera, who is with McCam Insurance, which is located in downtown Whitby or downtown Oshawa almost. And I was looking at your website today, and 50 years this year. Are you doing anything to celebrate?
It's actually it's 100. It's 107 is the McCam is sort of a faction of the original brokerage, but it's changed hands I think only 3 times. And my
Mhm.
boss bought it from his father, who bought it from the original owner. So we are one of 3 brokerages that have been around since insurance in Ontario was here. So it's 107, I believe, is our birthday. Are we doing anything? Well, it's COVID, so we can't do much.
Balloon.
But we were exactly, but we were recognized by the Ontario Brokers of Ontario, so, the Brokers Network of Ontario, so it's been, I'm getting their name wrong. All the brokers of Ontario were
Oh,
like, "Yes."
congratulations, that's amazing. I think in 1971 you amalgamated all the companies.
And again, it became McCam Insurance, yeah.
Yeah, that's an incredible story given the climate of business in this day and age. So congratulations.
Absolutely.
What is the basic insurance to consider for a business owner?
That's a great question. It basically, a lot of times people ask, do I really need insurance? And this is where that question really rings true to me. My boss told me something once that made perfect sense to me and always makes me nervous to ever say to anyone, nah, you don't need insurance. He said to me, anybody can sue anybody for anything. That is what you really need to approach insurance with. Maybe it doesn't look like you have a lot of risk, but that doesn't stop people from even filing a frivolous lawsuit. And that's where the money really comes in, hiring a lawyer, even trying to make something go away. So most businesses start with what's called a commercial general liability policy, or CGL, and we usually call that the slip and fall. So if you have a place where patrons are picking up services and products from your home, if it's a home-based business, or a brick and mortar, you actually have a storefront, or even just whether it's piano lessons that you're teaching at your home to actually selling products, people can slip on your driveway, trip on something, get bitten by your dog, like all these kind of things. And a lot of home policies don't cover your business under the home policy. So that's where your commercial policy takes over from where your home policy. And if you're a brick and mortar, chances are you're renting your space and your landlord is going to want you to have this policy. So that's products and services. On top of that, then you have things like if you're a consulting business, if you're a lawyer, accountant, even a professional organizer, helping out with getting people organized, giving advice, you're going to want an errors and emissions policy. And then on top of that, there's all these things like construction workers will want tool floater policies. So if, God forbid, your tools get stolen, you have that coverage. And commercial general liability policies can travel with you. So if you are you're selling your wares at a great farmer's market and they say, can we see your general liability insurance? It's not, a lot of people say, well, I have it under my home policy. But the thing is, now you're on their property. So you have to have your
Mm,
commercial general liability. So that's the one that you start with. And then it's depending on your business. What's great about my line of work is every business is different. So I get to know about everyone's business and then tailor a specific insurance policy, exactly what they need. And
nice.
not extras that are not necessary.
And so many layers. Wow, that's very good to know. And in today's day and age, is cybersecurity insurance essential for businesses?
What's really interesting about cyber insurance, a lot of times people in the news, it talks about the big places that are hit, like big breweries and government offices. So that's what we hear about in the news. But the statistics are actually coming back that 70% of small to mid-sized businesses are the ones that are being attacked. We just don't hear about it because it's not great news stories. So the thing is that is the easiest way for these hackers to get into people's systems, particularly because a lot of people don't have cyber insurance. What happens is there's different versions of it. And a lot of you see it on Facebook all the time. Don't answer any of my messages. I've been hacked. It's something as simple as through their Facebook account. Now you're getting an email from them asking, hey, can you help me out? And then they're asking you for money. Those are the phishing scams. Or you could get something, hey, it's your TD Bank. And you're like, I don't have a TD Bank. Or if you do, they say, we just want to update your account. Could you give us your information? So those kind of things go out as simple simple as on a Facebook post. If you have a presence out on social media or have a website, you are exposed to these kind of risks. So cyber insurance just enables you to, if anything did happen, put you back in order of where you were before. So if there's a, for example, if you go onto your system and you've got ransom, we have all your data and we've locked you out of your computer, pay us this money. That kind of, it can pay off ransomware. It gets you back to where you have to alert all your clients. Instead of doing your business, you're going to be dealing with this problem, and it takes you away. You're not going to be making money, you're going to be spending money. So this just takes care of you so you can go about your business. Also, little things like ransomware, if you pay out, and it turns out a lot of these are linked to crime syndicates in other countries. If you pay out, the Canadian government can fine you. That's extremely illegal to give money to these organizations. You don't know who it is. You just want your computer back. So you're sending cryptocurrency to this, this number. You have no idea. And then if it comes back that you actually paid into something illegal, you're in big trouble. So there's a lot of things to consider that you don't need to do all this research. Just get cyber insurance. And there's business cyber insurance and there's home cyber insurance, because with COVID, we've had this wonderful thing where we're all working from home, and sometimes kids are getting on devices and computers when the parents aren't at work, and they're unfortunately going into something, finding that they can get some free stuff on their video game. Next thing they know, they put something on the work computer. So there's actually home cyber policies as well that can protect all the devices, including your Ring and Nest. It just covers every kind of device that you have exposure to.
Well, thank you, Stephanie. It's terrifying. Thank you for the information. You will be doing
Yeah,
learning with the Chamber of Commerce in November, so we can take a deeper dive into this, and people can ask questions from you. So hopefully we can get into this a little further during that and mornings, and that will be on our website at some point in the near future. And now we've learned a little bit about McCam Insurance. I'd like to learn a little bit more, as the membership would, about Stephanie Herrera. What was the first concert you ever attended?
I think it was the Beach Boys. I was, I think, 9 or 10, and my sister and I loved the music, and my mom said, you know what, let's do it. And I was so surprised. It was in Toronto, and it was outside, like Maple Leaf Gardens or something. It was outside, and freezing. It was middle of winter, and all these people had shorts on, Bermuda shirts, and sunglasses, just dancing in the winter. And it's burned on my brain of just how much fun it was, and beach balls going, and everyone. Yeah, it was a great experience as a kid.
Incredible experience. That's amazing. Patios are open. Yay. What is going to be your first patio cocktail?
When it first opened for that brief time, and I'm going back again, I love the mules are my favorite drink. And it's back at, is it Jack Astor's? Oh God, who is it? I don't want to say the wrong name, but there's some great patios locally that have these great mules, and there's the ones in the copper pots, and it's like, oh my God, it's just that to me is summer, and that's my cocktail of choice on a patio.
I will definitely be trying that. And lastly, when you have leisure time, I know you've got 4 children, I believe, and you work full time, and you do all kinds of side jobs, and you stand-up comedy and improv and so forth. When you do have leisure time, Stephanie, what is your guilty pleasure? What do you do just for Stephanie?
I should be working out, which I try to work out every day. With the warm weather, I have no excuse. So I'm out there jogging with my dog. I try to do that all the time, and just work out and keep healthy. So that's what I'm supposed to be doing, and I force myself to do it. My guilty pleasure, I have to say, Lorna, I come from the entertainment world, as you mentioned. So my lately guilty pleasure, as a comedian as well, I've watched everything on every streaming platform, all the comedy shows. I now watch reality dating shows, not like The Bachelor, Bachelorette. I'm watching Love Island, X on the Beach, just trashiest shows you can watch. And I just sit there and give me the tea. And we watch a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race, and I'm just all about just give me the drama. I love it.
Oh, I'm with you. I like the drama. I'm hooked on 90 Day Fiance. It's
I hear so different things.
Then it's the front door, and he just goes out the back door because I'm watching it. It's enough.
My husband's the same. And sometimes my 10-year-old daughter will come, and if it's really romantic, she'll just weep, and we hold hands.
Aw, so cute.
We get so involved. It's so funny.
such
Yeah.
fun. That's wonderful. Anyway, Stephanie, thank you so much for highlighting McCam Insurance, and we got to teach the membership a lot about McCam Insurance, and we will learn a lot more at M Mornings in the fall. So thank you very much. And this has been another Lorna Learns from the Whitby Chamber of Commerce, and I truly appreciate your time today. Thank you.